If you are a creator or a small business owner, you definitely need to stick with me for just a quick minute. Maybe you just want to get a whole lot more juice out of the videos you are already making right now. I'm about to walk you through a specific workflow that actually made me excited about posting content again. For years, I honestly treated video creation like this giant, incredibly scary project all by myself. That process involved recording, sifting through hours of raw footage, figuring out the best clips, and writing all the captions. For me, that entire cycle genuinely felt like an overwhelming full-time job every single week. However, I recently started using this one specific tool that transforms my long-form footage into a total content machine. I'm not selling you hype. I'm just sharing what I genuinely like and why it might actually save you a ton of time and sanity. Look, everybody in the current digital landscape knows that video absolutely matters right now. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and even those important LinkedIn posts all require clips that truly land. If you want to capture real attention, you need consistent, high-quality clips flowing out regularly. The biggest underlying problem is cutting those viral moments out of a massive 45-minute podcast or a long webinar. You are faced with two main choices, either spending hours manually clipping everything yourself, or you can drop a chunk of cash on hiring a professional video editor for every single piece of content. Or worse, you use some half-baked tool that spits out bland, uninteresting clips with ugly captions and zero context. That, my friends, is precisely where this particular tool absolutely shines in the market right now. It completely automates all of those boring, repetitive parts so you can focus on the things that truly need your brainpower. So let's get into the actual deal with this system and what it offers creators today. Honestly, it covers the three main things that creators actually need on a day-to-day basis. First up is auto-editing directly into viral-ready clips that are primed for performance. You simply upload that long video, whether it's a podcast, webinar, or interview, and the tool gets to work. It uses advanced machine learning to intelligently find the exact moments that are most likely to perform well online. The system pulls out those precise snippets, automatically adds accurate captioning, and packages them up. You can certainly go in and tweak these clips, but most of the time the AI already nails the perfect timing and punch. The second major feature is the auto-schedule function, meaning you don't have to babysit the posting process. You just tell the system how often you want new content to go out, daily, 3 times a week, whatever frequency you choose. It will then automatically schedule and publish those newly created clips based exactly on those set parameters. The third powerful feature is the dedicated content calendar, which acts as your central control center. Here, you can see exactly what content is scheduled to go out on which platform and when. You have the power to change the schedule, easily move clips around, or export them directly to different channels. This whole system keeps absolutely everything organized, stopping you from juggling spreadsheets and random notes. Seriously, those 3 integrated features alone are an absolute game changer for any busy creator. But let me be completely real with you. I have tried many other similar tools out there in the market. Some platforms are great at one specific thing, but always fall short when it comes to the other necessary functions. You find apps that do transcription really well, but then require a totally separate app or a human editor for the actual cutting. Others let you batch post content, but they don't intelligently choose the absolute best parts of your original long video. You still end up having to manually edit and select the standout moments from scratch every time. And then there are the products that look amazing on paper but charge you an absolute arm and a leg for key features. This system isn't strictly perfect, but it's the one that genuinely balances smart automation, scheduling, and a simple calendar all in one spot. Crucially, it doesn't force you to become a complex video engineer just to get your content published. Let me quickly walk you through how I actually used this system on a recent sample episode recording. I uploaded a complete 50-minute conversation I had conducted with a really great guest on the show. Within just a few short minutes, the system analyzed both the audio and video content from that entire recording. It then surfaced a handful of perfectly sized 30 to 90-second clips that contained strong sound bites. It also immediately generated fully captioned versions that were optimized for all of the various social platforms. Honestly, the very first draft it provided me with was so good I could post about half of them right as they were. The initial captions were accurate enough, the resulting cuts felt tight, and it identified key moments I would have completely missed manually. From that strong starting point, the built-in editor is incredibly user-friendly and intuitive to work with. You can easily tweak the precise clip length, swap out the default thumbnail image, or adjust any of the generated captions. If the AI misinterpreted a phrase, you can simply edit the actual text of the caption itself within the editor. If you need to insert a specific call to action or change the aspect ratio for a different platform, that takes only a couple of clicks. But the best part is that you absolutely do not have to do all that extra work because the default settings are already quite good. That level of quality right out of the gate is genuinely huge when your main goal is consistent publishing. One feature I have personally come to love is how this system feels built for creators managing multiple projects at once. The built-in team spaces and separate workspaces allow you to keep everything perfectly organized and siloed. You can easily separate your podcasts, your client work, or perhaps your own personal channel without any confusion. Furthermore, you can invite collaborators, easily hand off specific clips, or keep certain footage completely private. That organizational structure is significantly easier than constantly managing shared cloud drives and countless internal chat messages. Okay, let's directly compare and contrast this with the competition because that's where the real practical decisions are made. Some established tools will auto-transcribe and add captions, but they seriously don't help you pick which parts will actually get traction. Other services will handle the auto-posting, but they completely lack an editor that is actually comfortable or powerful enough to use. A few competing products look great on paper initially, but then they charge you an arm and a leg just to unlock the necessary features. This solution truly narrows that frustrating gap by finding the clips, making them look great, and then automating the whole publishing rhythm. It removes the need for you to constantly sit there and babysit the entire content creation process. Here is a quick practical example of how you might use this workflow in your own weekly routine. Imagine you produce a brand new podcast episode every single week without fail. Instead of manually cutting 3 different sound bites from that full show every single week, you do this instead. You simply upload the entire recording into this one system for immediate analysis by the AI. The artificial intelligence suggests 6 to 10 excellent potential clips that you can then review and choose from. You select your absolute top 4 clips, maybe slightly tweak 2 of the captions, and then schedule them out. You can then schedule those 4 clips to automatically deploy over the next 6 upcoming weeks across your channels. Your content calendar instantly shows you what's coming up next, and the autoscheduler fills all those required posting slots. For the very first time, you can genuinely treat one single recording session as a full month's worth of published output. That specific realization radically changes your overall content output capability and speed. There are also several tiny yet meaningful time-saving details baked into the entire process here. For instance, the system handles all necessary caption creation automatically, which is massive for accessibility. It also conveniently exports in the correct aspect ratios required for every major platform right from the same file. It even helps you maintain a totally consistent posting cadence without needing an entirely separate social media scheduler application. I would confidently say that 70 to 80% of my total work now gets completely offloaded to this tool. That leaves me with the remaining 20 to 30%, which is the creative part that actually requires my personal input. Now, please don't misunderstand me. This system is absolutely not a miraculous shortcut that removes all human involvement. The AI gets you about 80 to 90% of the way there on clip selection, which is fantastic, but you still want to review it. You should always review the clips for your specific brand tone, overall context, or accuracy on any nuanced points discussed. Sometimes the automated cropping might not align exactly how you pictured it, or it might miss a subtle punchline. But the fact that you can instantly refine those small details right within the same platform is the actual difference maker here. You are not starting the creation process completely from zero every single time. You are starting from a near finished product. One more significant point, if you are juggling multiple clients or operating within an agency structure, listen up. The combined content calendar and the team workspace features alone are truly worth the subscription price. Instead of shipping a massive raw video off to an editor and then anxiously waiting several days for a reply, things change fast. You can generate multiple clips, clearly label them for purpose, and place them directly onto a shared schedule for client review. This streamlined process makes client approval significantly quicker, and you keep a fully consistent brand voice across all platforms. Now, let's address the pricing note because I know that specific question is going to come up for someone watching this. For those interested, this platform offers a free access tier so you can thoroughly test all these features without any initial commitment. For creators who require more control over their output and need higher volume, there are paid tiers available for unlocking that capability. I won't sugarcoat anything. Nearly every single content platform has some kind of paywall for heavy, sustained usage. The important difference here is that this tool feels very honest about exactly what you receive at each pricing level. And honestly, the massive automation gains make those paid tiers feel entirely worth the investment if you are serious about scaling up your content. Let's run through a quick honesty checklist to help you decide if this specific tool is truly the right fit for you. Question 1. Do you currently have long videos that you desperately want to repurpose into smaller formats? If the answer is yes, then this powerful system is definitely a strong fit for your current needs. Question 2. Do you want to publish new content consistently without the chore of manually clipping everything every single week? If consistent output without the weekly headache is your goal, then this tool is absolutely perfect for you. Question 3. Are you looking for a complete editorial pipeline inside just one single application? If you need clip selection, automatic captions, scheduling, and a visual calendar all in one place, that is this system's core territory. However, if you only need basic transcription or just simple captioning, a much cheaper and simpler tool might be completely sufficient for you. To wrap up this entire review, if video posting currently feels like a very tedious chore, this changes the entire math. It completely removes all of those repetitive, draining parts of the editing process from your workload. It provides you with sensible, high-quality defaults for everything, so you are never starting from a completely blank slate. Then, the system takes care of the entire daily grind of posting so you can focus purely on the ideas and relationships that build your audience. I strongly encourage you to try out that free tier right now and toss one long episode into the system to see what clips it pulls automatically. If nothing else, I can guarantee you will save several hours the very first time you put this powerful tool to the test. Alright, that concludes my genuine, hands-on take on how this workflow fundamentally changed my content game. If you decide to give this a try, please drop a comment below or send me a direct message with the kind of content you are turning into clips. I genuinely want to see the amazing stuff you are creating with this newfound efficiency and speed. And finally, if you have been completely blocked from posting because the editing just took way too long, please give this a shot today. You will honestly be completely surprised by how much momentum one single good tool can inject into your entire content pipeline.